You step on it every single day, and it's quietly draining the money right out of your life. It's not your job, not the government, not the economy. It's something hidden in your home that you never even thought to question. Let me introduce you to Maria. She was drowning in debt. Nothing was working. But then, in a moment of sheer desperation, she did something incredibly simple, right at her front door. And guess what? In just 4 days, she received an unexpected offer and paid off everything. Sounds unbelievable, right? But before I dive into how you can do this, I want you to comment right now. I am a magnet for prosperity. This simple act activates the ritual, and the more you engage with it, the stronger the effect. So go ahead, like this video, and hit that subscribe button because the ritual starts right now. Think back to the last time you almost had something great happen, but then, out of nowhere, it fell apart. A job interview that seemed perfect, a payment that was just about to come through but got delayed, or an opportunity that vanished like smoke. Ever thought it was just bad luck? Maybe it was fate or something beyond your control? But what if I told you it's not? What if there's something right now in your life sabotaging your progress? Something so subtle you don't even notice it, but so powerful it blocks every single path to your success. And get this, it's at your front door. Yes, the very entrance you rush past every single day. The point where you transition between the outside world and your personal sanctuary. The door, the very threshold you've probably overlooked all this time. Here's where it gets real. According to ancient teachings and environmental psychology, your front door is a direct reflection of the energy flowing through your entire home. It mirrors your finances, your emotional state, and even your spiritual well-being. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people live with their front door completely blocked, neglected, and filled with stagnant energy. What do you think that creates? Repetition. A never-ending cycle. That feeling like you're living the same day, the same month, over and over again. Bills piling up. Paychecks just enough to get by. Debts returning like clockwork. Hope fading. Sound familiar? That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern. And what keeps that cycle alive is the very spot you've been ignoring, your front door. The human mind is super sensitive to symbols, and your front door is one of the most powerful symbols in your life. It's where everything starts and ends. It's where you leave to go after your dreams, and where you return to reset, recharge, and protect yourself. That's why, in many Eastern and African traditions, the entrance is seen as the guardian of prosperity. So, let me ask you something a little more personal. When you walk into your home, how do you feel? Do you feel good, light, and energized? Or is there a heaviness, an unexplained exhaustion, a tightness in your chest? Pay attention to that. Your body is trying to tell you something your mind hasn't noticed yet. And no, we're not diving into empty mysticism here. It's time to take this seriously. We're diving deep into energy psychology, vibrational fields, and how your environment quietly shapes your emotions, decisions, and ultimately, your outcomes. This is something that happens on a subconscious level, but it's incredibly powerful. There's a concept called environmental anchoring. It's used in everything from cognitive psychology to interior design. What does that mean for you? It means everything your eyes take in throughout the day sends messages to your subconscious. So, if your front door is messy, dirty, or energetically heavy, your brain reads that as internal disorganization, blockages, and lack of control. And guess what happens next? You start attracting more of the same: chaos, stress, and stagnation. Have you ever walked into a home that just felt light, welcoming, and warm? Or maybe a place that made you feel uneasy without even knowing why. That's energy. That's vibration. And where does all of this accumulate or get released? Right at the entrance. In this video, I'm going to share with you simple yet deeply transformative rituals designed to shift the energy at your front door. These rituals have been passed down by Tibetan monks, Latin American healers, feng shui masters, and even modern holistic therapists. But before we jump in, I want you to take a second and think about this. If your house were a person, how would it welcome you right now? Would it greet you with open arms and clean, uplifting energy? Or is there an invisible wall that drains you the moment you walk in, leaving you wondering why you feel off? Maybe this is the missing piece you've been searching for. And here's the best part. Changing all of this doesn't require a ton of effort. It just takes intention, a few simple ingredients, and the right ritual. So, stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn is not just a step-by-step guide. It's a complete reprogramming of your environment, your energy, and your mind. Let's pause for a second. Think about how you feel when you walk into a place that's dirty, cluttered, or has an odd smell. Your body reacts. You go on high alert. Your breathing shifts. And even if you try to adjust, your brain has already made a judgment. This place is not safe. Now, what if that place is your own front door? The very first energetic impression you get every single day. Without realizing it, you're anchoring a sense of heaviness, resistance, and stagnation right there at the entrance. This is where a powerful teaching from Eastern traditions and environmental psychology comes in. The energy that enters your home is the same energy you carry into your life. In Buddhist tradition, there's a concept called shogi, which says, the beginning determines the flow. That means how something starts. A conversation, a day, or even a life sets the direction it will take. And where does your day truly begin? At your front door. Monks in Buddhist traditions knew this. That's why they performed rituals at the temple doors every day. They saw the door as a threshold between worlds, a place where intentions turn into reality. One Zen master said, if you want to clear your mind, start by cleaning the ground beneath your feet. And if you want abundance, make sure the path for abundance is clear. Now, modern psychology backs this up. Studies in behavioral neuroscience show that the brain reacts instinctively to what it sees in the environment. If you see dirt or disorder, even without consciously noticing it, your body enters a mild state of stress. That drains your energy, steals your focus, and creates the feeling that everything is stuck. This is when self-sabotage kicks in. You start thinking you're just unlucky, when in reality, it's your environment quietly shaping your inner state. But here's the flip side. When you intentionally activate your space with positive rituals and clean energy, your body responds with lightness, clarity, and confidence. The energetic field of your home shifts, and suddenly, everything changes. That's why the rituals I'm about to share with you are so effective. They don't just work on a symbolic or spiritual level. They reprogram your perception, unlock limiting beliefs, and create both physical and energetic space for abundance to flow in. Each of these rituals has been developed through ancestral traditions, symbolic psychology, feng shui principles, and modern energy therapies. These rituals are simple, but their power is immense. And here's the best part. They work quickly. Why? Because they go straight to the source of the problem, that hidden energetic blockage that's been stopping your flow. And guess where it starts? Right at your front door. You don't need to understand every single detail right now. Just feel it. Does this resonate with you? Does something deep inside say, this is exactly what I needed? Then stay with me, because what you're about to learn has the potential to change not just your home, but your entire destiny. This ritual is one of the oldest, most effective ways to unblock your front entrance. It works directly with nature's elements and the most powerful force of all, intention. Intention is what activates transformation. So, let's dive into it. Here's what you need. Ingredients: 1 glass of water, ideally rainwater, but tap water works just fine. 1 tablespoon of sea salt, 3 bay leaves, dried or fresh. How to do it: mix the water, salt, and bay leaves in a glass container. Hold this container with both hands, like you're holding something sacred, because you are. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine your front entrance completely bathed in a soft silver light, like the moon's glow. Visualize each bay leaf turning into a symbol of abundance. One transforms into a bill, another into a signed contract, and the last one into an unexpected message or opportunity. Feel the energy of this transformation as it enters your door, flooding your home with possibilities. Picture every drop of water purifying the space. Each splash is a release of fresh opportunity. Now, gently spray or wipe this water around your front door, the frame, the floor, the handle. Do this calmly, with intention. This is your moment, your activation. Once you're finished, come back here and share your experience in the comments. Tell us what you felt, what you visualized, what you noticed. Your story will not only inspire others, but it will also amplify your own prosperity energy. Now, let's take it to the next level with the cinnamon fire ritual. Quick, powerful, and ready to set your path ablaze. Ritual 2. Cinnamon fire. This one is activated by fire and the warming, expansive energy of cinnamon, both of which are traditionally linked to wealth, expansion, and magnetism. When you perform this ritual, you're literally burning away blockages and calling in the prosperity energy that you deserve. Ingredients: warm water, ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon, 1 white candle. How to do it: pour the warm water into a container and slowly stir in the cinnamon with your hands. Don't use utensils. It's the direct connection with your skin that activates the energy. Light the white candle. Sit in front of your front entrance with the cinnamon mixture and the candle. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the sweet scent of cinnamon. As you inhale, imagine that aroma as a warm fragrance wrapping around your home, clearing the path, burning away stagnation, and dissolving obstacles. Now, dip your fingertips into the cinnamon water and lightly touch the 4 corners of your door, symbolically sealing that space with the fire of abundance. And just like that, you've activated a field of prosperity. Keep the candle lit for a little while as a reminder that the energy is now in motion. This is your moment of command. Take a deep breath and speak with intention. Only wealth enters here. Only prosperity lives here. From this day forward, everything changes. Now, capture the essence of your ritual with a picture. You don't need to show your face, just snap the scene: the candle, the mixture, the space. Use this image as a form of protection. Set it as your phone wallpaper. Every time you look at it, it will be a subconscious reminder of the new cycle you've just begun. This simple act of visual anchoring strengthens your commitment to change. Every time you see that image, you'll remember, I am the channel of my prosperity. Let's move on to Ritual 3, Core Salt and Lemon Emotional Release. This ritual is powerful because it works where most people don't even realize: the unresolved emotions that have been absorbed into your space. Your home isn't just a physical place. It holds your energy, your emotional residue, suppressed anger, frustration, fear of failure. They all build up and create blockages that stop the flow of life. Here, we're going to clear it at the root. Ingredients: 1 liter of water, a generous handful of coarse salt, the juice of 1 lemon. How to do it: mix the ingredients in a large bucket or container. Use this water to scrub the floor at your home's entrance. If possible, use your hands. The closer you are to the process, the more intense the emotional release will be. As you scrub, focus on the sound of the salt against the floor. It's as if you can hear tiny cracks, and each one represents a blockage breaking apart. Imagine the lemon dissolving old debts, breaking invisible mental contracts that have tied you to the past. Allow yourself to feel. You might cry, you might laugh. It's normal. This is your body releasing what's been stored for far too long. As you scrub, repeat phrases like, "I release the weight of the past." "Abundance flows because I clear the path." "Only what makes me grow stays here." These affirmations, repeated with emotional involvement, directly reprogram your subconscious. This is where the real magic happens. It's when your body fully believes what you're saying, and it starts to act in alignment with this new truth. Anna, a follower of this channel, shared her experience in the comments. She did this exact ritual on a Sunday with no high expectations. By Tuesday, she received an unexpected deposit from a legal case that had been stalled for over a year. She said, "It was like the house took a deep breath, and I did too." Never underestimate the power of this simple act. When you clean with intention, you're releasing stagnant energy, and the universe always responds. Finally, let's activate abundant visualization. This ritual is about using your mind's eye to reprogram your environment and align it with the flow of prosperity. Ingredients: 1 liter of water, 5 drops of peppermint essential oil, or a strong mint tea, yellow flower petals, sunflower, chrysanthemum, dandelion. Choose intuitively. How to do it: in a container or bucket, mix the water with the essential oil and add the flower petals. This combination activates the vibrational frequency of abundance, lightness, and renewal. With a clean cloth or sponge, begin washing the outside of your front door. Use circular motions, moving from top to bottom. As you do this, focus on how the colors, scent, and movement activate a new energy around you, light, fresh, and filled with possibilities. Do this in silence. Let your body fall into the rhythm of the movement. It's almost like a dance, a slow, purposeful, and intentional movement. As you scrub, visualize. Imagine your front door as a golden portal. Every time you walk through it, money, opportunities, and good news flow in with you. Picture letters with amazing offers, positive notifications lighting up your phone, surprise phone calls with life-changing updates. See it, feel it, believe it. This visualization strengthens the neural pathways of worthiness, confidence, and the deep knowing that the best is on its way. And it is. It's coming to you. Now that you've activated this vibrational field, write in the comments, what amount would you like to receive unexpectedly this week? Don't overthink it. The first number that comes to your mind is the one your intuition wants to manifest. Declare it. Release it. By writing that number, you're not just leaving a comment. You're making a mental and vibrational command. You're telling the universe, "I'm ready and I know exactly what I want." And remember, the clearer your intention, the faster the universe works. Now, let's move to Ritual 5, Mirror and Vinegar. This ritual taps into one of the oldest, most powerful symbols in the human psyche, the mirror. Mirrors are used across cultures to represent portals, parallel realities, and the multiplication of what is reflected. The mirror serves a far deeper purpose than just aesthetics. It acts as a channel for energy. What you put into it, it returns. Ingredients: 1 container of water, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, 1 small mirror, pocket-sized or decorative. How to do it: mix the vinegar with the water. Take a clean cloth, dip it into the solution, and gently clean the mirror. As you do this, look at your reflection, but don't just see your face. Look beyond it. Visualize your prosperous self. You, signing contracts, counting money, traveling, smiling with relief. Feel it. When you open your banking app, feel as if it's already real. The numbers are there, the money is flowing. Place the mirror facing inward near your front door. Leave it there for 3 days. Every movement you make while cleaning this mirror is like cleaning the lens through which the universe sees you. And more importantly, whatever you place in front of it will be reflected and returned. If there's disorder, it reflects confusion. If there's beauty, it reflects harmony. And if there's pure intention for prosperity, the mirror becomes a magnet for multiplication. Imagine this mirror as a magical lens, a window through which the universe looks at your home and says, "Here, energy flows. Here, I can deliver more." Lucia, a self-employed entrepreneur, shared her experience. "I placed the mirror with skepticism, but something felt different in the air. 3 days later, an old client who had disappeared called me with a big order. And the strangest part? He said he thought of me out of nowhere." That's the effect. The mirror, placed with intention, activates synchronicity. It connects your vibration with the frequency of those who can help, hire, or support you. If you'd like, take a picture of the mirror and where you placed it. Keep it for yourself. In moments of doubt, look at that image and remember, my reflection is abundance. Finally, let's close with Ritual 6, saffron and golden coins. This ritual is different from the others. It's not just about cleansing or activation, it's about making a declaration to the universe. It's an energetic pact between you and abundance. It combines all the elements: earth, water, fire, air, and most importantly, intention, creating a powerful, deep vibrational magnetism. Ingredients: warm water, 1 tablespoon of saffron or turmeric, 3 golden coins, preferably with high symbolic or emotional value, 1 sandalwood incense stick. How to do it: pour the warm water into a container and mix in the saffron, creating a rich golden solution. Place the coins into the water, letting them sink and absorb the energy. Finally, light the sandalwood incense and feel its warmth filling the space around you. Now, sit in silence near your front door. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Visualize a golden river, a constant flow of opportunities, money, the right people, and incredible connections, all coming straight to you. Feel the warmth of the incense purifying the space, setting the stage for prosperity. See the coins shining in the water, their golden glow representing 3 powerful energies: financial stability, growth, and multiplication. Unexpected prosperity. Now, take each coin out of the water, holding it gently with both hands. As you remove each coin, say to yourself, "I receive with gratitude. I multiply with wisdom. I share with joy." These simple phrases activate a powerful trilogy of archetypes: the receiver, the creator, and the giver. When these 3 are in balance, you become a continuous source of abundance. Leave the saffron water and incense near your door for a few hours after the ritual. Then, pour the water onto the earth or into a pot with a living plant. Keep the coins in a special place. They are now your energetic amulets of abundance. Now, take action. Write in the comments the exact date when you will perform this ritual. Don't just say soon, set the day. By doing this, you're creating a commitment point in time. The universe respects those who make decisions, and I'll be reading every comment, mentally sending special prosperity energy to everyone who declares their date. Because when you choose to act, everything starts moving in your favor. Maybe, right now, you're sitting in silence, not because you have no words, but because something inside you is processing. And that's a good thing, because it's in that silence where true transformation begins. Have you ever noticed how some decisions seem small in the moment, but change everything afterward? Like when you turn a corner and meet someone who changes your story, or when you decide to leave the house even though you don't feel like it, and something remarkable happens. These seemingly small gestures, filled with intention, are what truly redefine destinies. This final ritual with the golden coins and saffron might seem symbolic, but it's far more than that. You weren't just mixing ingredients, you were activating ancestral memories of power, prosperity, and confidence. You were telling the universe, without words, I'm ready to stop surviving and start living. And trust me, the universe hears that message, but it responds to action, not waiting. It responds to clarity, not doubt, to commitment, not hesitation. Have you noticed how your brain reacts to symbols? A mirror isn't just a mirror. A door isn't just wood and a handle. These are passages, boundaries, reflections of who we are and what we allow in. That's why spiritual traditions, both ancient and modern, place so much importance on rituals. Rituals activate parts of the mind that words cannot reach. They work directly on the subconscious, which controls 95% of our daily decisions. Now, I ask you, if you keep living the same way, with the same energy, the same patterns, what will change? What will pull you out of this silent cycle of scarcity and limitations disguised as routine? Sometimes it's not the world that needs to change, it's the frequency you're tuned into. And right now, after going through all these rituals, you're on a different frequency. You're no longer the same person who hit play on this video. You've learned something they don't teach in schools or expensive finance courses, something that aligns you with the flow of abundance, helping you create wealth from the inside out. You've learned that your home speaks, that your door vibrates with energy, and that when you align the external with the internal, everything starts to flow. But here's the most important part. This video isn't about me, it's about you. It's about that version of yourself you know exists, but might be buried beneath bills, exhaustion, fear, and frustration. It's the version of you that dreams of waking up feeling motivated, of having peaceful nights, and of finally feeling like life is moving forward. And I'm here to remind you, it's still there. That version of yourself is still waiting, and it can wake up right now with a candle, a handful of cinnamon, 3 golden coins, or simply with the decision to act now, not tomorrow, not when things are calmer. Because guess what? The perfect moment never comes, and by the time it does, you might have already lost your way. So, listen to that intuition that brought you here. If you're hearing this now, it's not by chance. You were called, and you know it. Now that you've made it this far, something powerful is happening. You didn't just watch a video, you connected to a new frequency. You took a step that many people avoid their whole lives. The step into the invisible. The step that can't be seen with your eyes, but is felt in your heart, in your results, in your home's energy, and even in the silence of missed opportunities. But now you know, and knowing transforms. Because once consciousness awakens, it doesn't go back to sleep. So, if this message has touched something deep inside of you, don't let that energy cool down. Like this video now. Subscribe to the channel, not for me, but for you. Stay on this path of unlocking your potential, of expansion, and comment below with firmness and presence. I deserve and attract abundance. This isn't just a nice mantra, it's a public commitment to the most prosperous version of yourself. It's a vibrational declaration, and as you've learned, the universe responds to clear declarations. Whoever comments this is saying, I'm done surviving. I choose to live with ease, flow, and purpose. And remember, those who act now receive first. Because abundance doesn't wait. It comes to those who are ready. And from what I've seen so far, you are ready.